new member to this channel, you are real welcome. If you are joining my live for the first time also, I welcome you. If you didn't subscribe, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And don't forget also to join in to my membership video if you didn't join in yet. And give this video a super thanks if you can. And if you cannot, you can just still watching this entire video till the end. And I'll be guiding you how the way you can manifest. Remember, the topic of today is all about if you want to get a man or a woman to thinking about you day, noon, and night, this video will really helping you. So keep watching this entire video till the end, and I'll be guiding you exactly on how the way you can do it and how the way you can manifest with this one. Before we start to manifest, remember I guiding everyone. It's depending on your faith. Even if you are a Christian, the way you can manifest just for to getting a woman to thinking about you non-stop. That is our topic of today. First, before we start, I want to asking you one question. Do you having someone, maybe a woman or a man, who you always want to making him or her thinking about you and be on his mind or on her mind? Sometimes it can be your soulmate, your partner, or sometimes the one you love. You don't even date that person, but you love that person. You want to make sure that he's thinking about you. You want to make sure that you get that person just to be on his or her mind. If in case you are ready for this and you already knows yourself, I have somebody, I want to make sure that I get this someone just to thinking about me, this video will really helping you. Even if you want to be on his or her mind, the same video will really do the same job. Just and then I'll telling you. Remember, the distance is not a barrier. It doesn't matter your circumstance. It doesn't matter what you are going through. The only thing which should matter is all about you believing, you trust, and you having a faith. The rest, let the universe just to surprising you. Second, before you starting manifest, before you starting pray, I want to reminding you one thing. The positive thought on your mind will creating the reality in your life. If in case you're always thinking the positive thought, you're always thinking that there's something good will happen into your life, trust me, the things good will coming on your life. But if you're always having a negative thought, always thinking about the bad things, because you manifest for the bad thing to happen to you, that bad things will coming on time. So make sure that before you are starting pray, before you are starting manifest, you need to having a positive thought. When I'm talking about a positive thought, I'm talking about you need to thinking yourself about the good thing. You need to thinking about to be on his or her mind. You need to thinking about I manifest with this, I pray with this, and I know that I will get a man or a woman who will be always thinking about me and even missing me all the time. That's the only second things you need to have. The third things which you need to have is all about your own trust, believing, and also a faith. The trusting and the faith, if you use it correctly, you will get the result which you're always looking for. It doesn't matter your spirit, it doesn't matter your energy, but the only thing which is matter is all about a faith, a trust, and also a believing on what you want to do, on even on what you're doing right now. I think the first three things you should have before you start to manifest. So let's dive in today's video about how you can get a man or a woman thinking about you, missing you all the time. That is the topic of today. Before we are starting manifest, I reminding you, or I can just telling you this one thing. You need to having a couple ingredients, which is a very important for everyone. Number one, just make sure that you're having these things. This is my plastic bowl, the one which I'm having right now, but it doesn't matter the size of the plastic bowl. You can just using maybe a size of the plastic bowl which can take in maybe it can be 1 liter or 2 liter or 3 liter. It depending on you which one you're having out there. Then after having a bowl of a plastic bowl, for those who don't having a plastic one, you can even using the one which you have. It can be a glass one or it can be anything which you have, and you can proceeding with that which you have. Number two, which is a very important, I reminding you just to having coffee. For the coffee, I want to reminding you to having a ground coffee, because a ground coffee is a very important to having it. And during the time when you manifest, the ground coffee will work wonders for you. Why we need a ground coffee? We need the ground coffee. We want the things to being succeed. Whatever we are praying for, whatever we are manifesting for, we need to get the result. That's why we're using ground coffee. We are manifest just to get a man or a woman just to thinking about us, to missing us day, noon, and night. The ground coffee will work wonders for you. That is a number two. Number three, which is a very important, you need to having also just a cinnamon. Let me telling you one thing. About the cinnamon, it depending on what kind of the cinnamon which you have. You can using a cinnamon powder or you can even taking a cinnamon stick. It doesn't matter the size of the cinnamon which you're having out there. But for those people who want to ask me, if I don't having a cinnamon stick, or which one is a very powerful, instead of using a cinnamon stick or a cinnamon powder, can I using a cinnamon stick? Or can I taking a cinnamon powder? Which one is a very powerful? I want to telling you this. A cinnamon powder will work wonders for you if in case you're having a cinnamon powder. But if you don't having a cinnamon powder, then you need to proceed with a cinnamon stick. I will telling you exactly on how you can using a cinnamon powder or a cinnamon stick. When you're already having the three things, and the last things you should have is all about a step, the sun from his or her steps. For example, when I'm talking about the sun from his or her step, it's all about when that specific person passing maybe on the road, you need to make sure that you're looking on into his step and you go and collecting the sand from where he put his feet, and then you're taking that sand and you're using that sand just to manifesting way. For those people who are in the long distance relationship, having also just his or her picture, it will be better and beautiful. I know there's other people that don't having his or her picture. They can just telling me they having a picture on their phone and they don't even knows what exactly they can do with the picture from the phone. I want telling you this, you can printing that picture from his or her phone, but make sure that you're finding the picture when the person is alone, not that the picture which you are together with him or her, the picture with somebody he's with somebody else. Just finding a picture which he or she is alone, take that picture and using that picture. For those people who can't get the sand from his feet, for those people who can't uh, they just on the long distance relationship, then they can using a picture instead of the sand from the feet. Remember, I know the one asking me about what the different, which one is a very powerful one. Is it very powerful if I using a sand or I using a picture? I want to tell you this secret nobody will never tell you about. A sand from his feet is all about you need to bring him back to you. You need to bring her back to you. We are talking about his mind, his heart, and even his body. That's why we use his or her sand. Wherever he going, he will be always thinking about you, like you putting, like you closing the way just to go to somebody else. That's why you're taking the sand from his feet or her feet. But if you don't having a sand from his or her feet and you are using a picture, it's all about you manifest with that picture and you want to make sure that wherever he is, wherever she is, he will be thinking about you. She'll be thinking about you. She'll be always missing you. That's why you're using his or her picture. So which one is a very powerful for those who want to using the sand or you can using a picture? The powerful ingredient is all about if in case you can get the sand, it will be better and beautiful. But if in case you don't having a sand and you just having only a picture, if you are believing, if you are trust, and if you having a faith, you can using also his or her picture and still will work wonders for you. That is all the way how you can do and how you can using this all the ingredients. If in case you can get the candle, I'm talking about a white candle, it will be better and beautiful. But if you don't having a white candle, you're having just incense, you want to do this together with just the incense, then you need to manifest with only incense. That's the only way how you can using this all the ingredients. So If you're having any question about the ingredient which I mentioned right now, from the beginning up to the ingredient which you will mention, please asking me a question for my live chat before we proceeding. If you don't having something from all the ingredient which I mentioned, asking me on my live chat, so I reply back to you before I proceeding on how you can use it, how you can manifest with this, how long it can take for this to start in work, and how the way you can get somebody, you can get a woman, you can get a man to thinking about you even if you don't date him or her. Please ask me a question and I give you only 2 minutes just to reply all the question which you have before I proceeding with another steps. So guys, you're welcome. You can ask me any question, please. So I just come here just to reading all the question which people want to ask me. So I keep reading a question. If you see me, I'm looking down, just I'm looking on the phone, so I can just reading all the question which people have before I proceed. Why does she reply? Okay, someone say, Mom, yesterday you did not telling how do we have to burning the egg and salt. Is eating charcoal cooker or you mean? Yeah, I mean charcoal cooker for that live from yesterday. Okay, please reply. I already replied through these videos. Someone say, why does she reply that same question? I already replied right now. I keep reading all the question which people asking me. Just joining, please. What's the ingredient? Just joining, please. What are the ingredients? As I already said, the ingredient we're using coffee, we're using cinnamon, you're using a large bowl, and also we're using a candle and the sand from his or her steps. Or you can even taking a picture for those people who are on the long distance relationship. So let me keep in proceed. I only have a picture on my, then using a picture if you just only have a picture. I want and I like big but woman. Can you do this on your period and which day are better for this manifestation? I will telling you what day is the best for your manifestation. Do him or not, I will explain to you in further. Someone say I don't having his photo. If you don't having his photo, please correcting the sun from his or her steps, just taking a little bit sun from it and use it. Even you can just taking out from his or her shoes, you can do like this to the shoes and you can get a little bit dust from that shoes. So I keep proceeding with this about what if in the picture his face is down, will it is still walking? I want to tell you about this secret nobody will never tell you about. If in case you don't having another picture, you're having the picture with someone looking down, then you use that the one which you have. But if in case you have another option to get the picture which is looking into you, his or her eyes is straight like it's looking to you, then you can use that picture. But if you don't have that kind of picture, then use the one which you have. I keep reading some question which people asking. Someone say, good evening, ma'am. Please, how do you mix? I will just reply later. Mama, I don't having his picture. Use the sand from his or her shoes. How can I contact you? Then you can follow me on my Instagram account. I have only picture in my phone. Then you can printing the picture from his or her phone. Someone say about where do I put the picture? I will explain to you later about where you can put the picture. Someone asked about, okay, coffee, cinnamon, sand, is it to mixing in a water? I will explain to you what you need to do with this, all the mixture. What are you saying is it? Mom, he say far cannot taking the neither a picture. He stay far, can I not taking the neither a picture? If he stay far away from you, then you need to having his or her picture. Okay guys, let me proceeding. I don't having her picture. If you don't having a picture, use the sign from his or her steps, please. And you can proceed. What about picture in my phone? If you're having a picture on your phone, please, you can print in that picture. And if you print that picture, you can use that picture. So we need a small picture. Even if you have picture a passport size, you can use it. Or if you're having a full picture also, you can take it and proceeding with the one which you have. But if you can guess, if in case you can get the sun from his or her shoes also, still we do the same job as you want or as you wish. So guys, I think I already give a lot of minutes just to reply all the question which people have. If in case you're having more question, just writing down on my live chat, and I'll reply back to you after we already explaining on how you can using this all the ingredients. First, how you can using this all the ingredient if you already having everything. You're having a coffee, you're having a cinnamon, and you want to do it together. You want to manifest with this. So how the way you can use and how the way you can manifest with this one. Listen to me very careful on how the way you can use it. First of all, if you want to using this one, you need to make sure that you having somebody on your mind first. For example, you do it for just for Cutie Flora. You need to make sure that you're putting the picture of Cutie Flora. How the way Cutie Flora was starting struggling and also begging and also thinking about you day, noon, and night without a stop. Then when you're already creating your own picture about a specific person, then you need to go on by proceeding. The way you're proceeding with this, you need to taking a big ball like this, the one which you have out there, and after you're already taking this a big ball, then you're collecting the sand from his or her step, and then putting the sand to a big ball. After you putting the sand into the big bowl, then after that, then you need to adding a coffee, and I'm talking about a ground coffee. After you already adding a ground coffee into this, then you need to proceeding by taking also just a cinnamon powder. Adding a cinnamon powder with the ground coffee together into this mixture. For those people who don't having a sand from his or her feet, then you just want to using the picture. But the only thing which you need to do is all about you need to taking his or her picture and putting it to your big bowl. Then you leave it there. You're mixing a picture, you're mixing coffee, and also you're mixing a cinnamon. If you're having a salt also, you can just proceeding with it. When you're already adding this all the ingredient, instead of using a normal water, now is the time you need to using just a rose water. Everyone knows about the rose water. If you don't having a rose water, then using a Florida water. If in case you can get Florida water, using Florida water. If in case you can get the rose water, then using a rose water. Having what they are wish to do this, they are wish to get somebody who can always be missing them, then you need to using a water from the well. Even if it's a very complicated to getting Florida water, rose water, or water from the well, then you need to proceeding by using a normal water. The best way to using a normal water is a little bit different, but you need to make sure that you do like this. You're taking the water, and after you're taking the water, you prepare that water and you put it under your bed. You leave it under your bed, and after you leave it under your bed overnight, then at morning you just taking that water under your bed and you're using it from there. You take that water and you put that water into your big bowl. For those people who want to ask me about how the things must work, if I using a rose water, if I using a Florida water, if I using a water from the well, it's still working the same. My answer is yes, still will work the same. But if in case you don't having all those ingredients, all those the kind of water which I mentioned, and you just having just a tap water which you keeping under your bed, and after you're keeping it under your bed, you removing it from your bed and you using it and you manifest with it, is it real working? My answer is yes, it will work for you. It depending on how you believing, it depending on how you trust, and it depending on how you're having a faith. You don't need to having a lot of this water. You need to make that you can just put in even a 1 cup of this water and put together into a mixture. For those people who are asking me about the rainwater, I'm forgetting about the rainwater every single day, but trust me, the rainwater is very purification water which can really helping you. If in case you can prepare a bowl and you go outside, don't using anything, just go outside, leave the bowl there and let that rainwater to get straight to your bucket, get straight to the pan, or get it straight to your stove, and then after that using that water and still will work wonders for you. We need a natural water, we need a powerful water which we can use and manifest with this. When you're already mixing all the mixture together, you're having his sand, you're having coffee, you're having a cinnamon, you're adding a rose water together, and you already know that this is my mixture which I have, and you're closing it like this. After you already done closing it like this, now is the time you need to start and use it. Now is the time you need to manifest. Now is the time you need to command it just to work for you as it works for others. So the best way to use it, the simple way to manifest with this one, you need to listen to me very careful so you don't making any mistake. First, if you always manifest and when you manifest things are not going well, maybe you are manifest and it didn't work for you and you don't even know why, because you believing, you trust, and you having a faith. Maybe you are doubting about your energy, you doubting about your spirit. That's why you are thinking about why things not going well, why things not working for me. I wanna ask telling you the secret. Instead of getting straight to use this, instead of starting manifest by doing this method, you can just starting by cleansing yourself. And when you cleanse yourself, you can using a salt and fresh lemon. You can cutting a fresh lemon into small pieces, adding to the large bucket, and after adding into large bucket, you adding also just salt, and then you're using that water just to cleanse yourself. That water will helping you just to cleanse you deeply, and your star will be brightening and shining again like a pearl. That's why you need to using that water. And that water you can using it just morning, and you need to using it when you are not on the period time. If you are on the period time, don't stress yourself much. You have enough time to waiting. 3 days up to 5 days to waiting, there is no problem. You can wait for 5 days until you finish your period, and after you finish your period, you can proceeding and using this water and bathing with this water. If in case you're having high spirituality, your energy is very powerful, and you believing that everything which you try, everything which you pray for, everything which you're manifesting with, you don't even need to starting with bathing with a lemon and salt. But if you're having weak spirituality, your energy is very weak, then you need to starting by bathing with a lemon and salt. And after you already bath lemon with a salt, now is the time you need to start to manifest by using all the mixture. The way you manifest by using this all the mixture is all about you putting the light onto your candle. I'm talking about a white candle for those people who are using a white candle. And after you putting the light into the white candle, then you leave it there. You starting shaking this ball, and after this, then you should start to manifest by saying exactly word from this specific person. You need to say by manifest, I manifest in the power of the universe. I want to making this person missing me all the time. Wherever he is, wherever she going, or wherever he went, his or her mind will be always thinking about me and missing me. Wherever he make a step, wherever she make the step, we do the same job. Don't forget to mention your own name during the time when you are pray, during the time when you manifest. When you already done using this same water which you already mixing together, adding some few drops to the bath of water and other drops using it to apply all over your body. When you apply this mixture, please mention the name of the specific person. After you mention the name of the specific person, then say whatever you want to happen for that person, and then after that you can go and you will just get the result. I know there's a lot of people want to asking me about what time is the best time to do this. Can I do it before I go out? For how long it can take this to starting working for me? Is it taking a couple months, couple years, or couple days, or couple seconds, or couple minutes? Just stay here and I will telling you about for how long it can taking for you to using this one. Also, if in case you don't date someone, you just admire someone, you love someone, and you want to get that person just to missing you, just to thinking about you, is it really working for the same job? My answer is yes. You can still do this one, and the person will starting thinking about you, and don't forget about missing you day, noon, and night. So I will reply back to you all the questions which you're having on your mind lately, and I'll explaining a furthermore about how and where you should using this method, what time is the best time to do this method, and for how long it can taking for this method to starting working for you, and how the way you can noticing that this thing starting working and you know exactly how it's work for you. So I welcome any question. If you're having any question, please asking me on my live chat right now. I just giving you only 2 minutes just to reply all the question from the beginning up to the way how you can manifest and how you can use it. And then after all the question, I will explaining furthermore about how, where, and what time to use it, and for how long it can take to get the result. You're really welcome if you're having any question. So let me reading all the question which people have before we about to proceeding. I don't know where I end before. Okay, someone asking me about what if you want someone new who you never met? Can this work? My answer is yes, it still will work for you. It depending on you manifest. Don't using his or her picture, don't using the sun from his or her steps. The only thing which you need to do is all about you need to manifest by using your own things from your body. You can even taking a little bit dust from you. You can even take your own saliva, or you can even use something else just to pushing it, just to working for you. Wherever you go, wherever you went, somebody will start thinking about you. They will looking at you, and also they will be always missing you. Another question is all about lunchbox, coffee, candle, and what next. I never say about lunchbox. I'm talking about coffee, cinnamon, his or her picture, the sun from his or her steps, and candle. And if in case your spirit is not high, then you can starting by cleanse yourself, make yourself more attractive to anybody by bathing with a lemon and salt. The best time to bathing with a lemon and salt, bathing early morning. And if you are on the period time, please don't bath, waiting until you finish your period and bathing with it. If you are believing on your own spirit and you're having a powerful energy, you don't need to starting by bathing with a lemon and salt. You can just jumping and starting with using coffee, cinnamon, his or her picture, the sun from his or her step, a candle, and rose water, and proceeding. So someone say, how will you get the sand? The way you can get the sand, if in case you're having access to get his or her shoes, you can just do like boom boom and you can get the dust from his or her shoes. If in case you're having access when he or she make a step, just go and just collecting the sand from it. If you are feeling very shy just to get the sand from it, because sometimes he or she will see you, then using his or her picture, it still will work for you. So someone say about what about the rainwater? I already explained. You can even read all the question. Someone said, so if I don't having a cinnamon, can I proceeding with this? If you don't having a cinnamon, please you need to finding for it. But if in case you can't get the cinnamon, then you need to using also a pumpkin leaves. If in case you can get the pumpkin leaves. If in case you don't get the pumpkin leaf, then you're using a lemon grass. I think pumpkin leaf and lemon grass is very complicated for those people who are living abroad. So if in case you are living maybe abroad, sometimes it's not easy for you to access a pumpkin leaf or lemongrass. For those who are living in Africa, I know that you can get pumpkin leaves and you can get also lemongrass, and you can using those kind of leaves and still will work wonders for everyone. I keep reading all the question. Please ask me question very fast, so don't take a lot of time just for the question, so we can just proceeding. What time can you mixing them? I will explain to you what time you can mix them. Miss Cutie, if I don't having his photo, use the sand from his or her shoes. So put the water under bed before you pour in bowl. Yeah, you put the water under the bed before you pour to your bowl. I want to give you this secret nobody will never tell you about. Sometimes we are manifest and the bad people, witches, they coming and pray with the one which we want to manifesting with. So the best option is all about you need to hiding the water under your bed. So the bad people when they coming, the evils, the witches when they coming, they will never play with those water which you're hiding under your bed. That's why I'm recommending you hiding the water under your bed before you start to use it, before it's already get the negative energy or bad spirit. Because sometimes witches they can come at night and putting a lot of bad energy and bad spirit. During the time when you start to use it, you see things becoming more miserable, things becoming more difficult, and you don't get to what you want. So hiding it under your bed will be very, very protective just for what you want to manifesting for. That's why I recommend you to hiding it there. So I keep reading the question before we about to proceeding. We don't need to go more further about a lot of question. So let me proceed. So put the water on the bed. I already mentioned. Someone say, buy cinnamon, please. Make sure you're having everything, otherwise it won't work. Okay, thank you for helping me reply to him. How long does it starting to work? I will explain to you more further by following what you say, but I have failed to get the money I want over 3 months. You can just keep manifest and you will get money. So someone says cinnamon, light bulb, and sun. What about white candle? We lighting it on? Yeah, you lighting it on. Someone said, Madam, I'm fighting how to get money in my life, but I have failed to reach to my desire. Please help me out about all this. If for the money you want to manifest for the money using salt, coin, and water and manifest for the money. If in case you can get the bay leaves, then using a bay leaves and keep the bay leaf wherever you are, wherever you go, and the money will come. So when you putting the picture, when you put the picture, you put the picture on the light bulb. I want her to love me forever. What should I do? Do the same process. Can I using water from the river? Yeah, you can using water from the river. If I don't having ground coffee, can I use a Nescafe? Please using ground coffee because Nescafe is a little bit has some a little bit milk, I think like that. So you can using ground coffee. It will be better and beautiful. Some if you don't having any kind, if you don't having a different coffee, then you can using that one which you have. Someone say about you can't forcing her, that is not good. What will you do with the photo and water when I finish it to manifest? Yes, and if you don't having candle, use incense. Okay, so let's keep proceeding. If you having question, you can writing a question as fast as possible before we end this live. Okay, now it's all about what time is the best time to use. The best time you need to use this one, if in case you do it for someone you admire, someone you love, someone you want to be with, then you need to do it before you about to go out. So wherever he see you or wherever she see you, she will start thinking about you, and also he's starting something with you. If in case you are doing it for your soulmate or for your partner, then you need to do it maybe 2 times a day. You can do it morning and evening by using this mixture. You apply this mixture. You're taking a little bit drop and adding to your bath of water. You bath first and then you apply on yourself. And during the time when you apply it, then you need to say, I'm like a queen. If you are a woman, if you are a man, you say, I like a king. And listen me wherever he is and wherever he go. That's the best option. You need to do it. And for how long it can take for this method to starting work, it can take you from 3 days up to 7 days to noticing some result. Within those days, make sure that you get the result. If in case you are manifest and you don't see the result within 3 days or for 7 days, please starting by creating yourself. If you already starting by creating yourself and you do this method and still didn't work for you, then you need to make sure that you try another method, because we're having a different energy, we're having a different power. Sometimes our energy is not connected with one method, but it's connecting with another method. So you can using a different method just to manifest with you and just to manifest to make someone loving you. There's a different way just to get someone missing you or thinking about you by using a pumpkin leaf, ginger, and cinnamon, and even using cardamom. But for today, I guiding you by using a coffee, cinnamon, rose water, or rainwater. Sometimes you can using Florida water or the water which you're keeping under your bed, and the light on the candle, and still this method will work for you. So make sure that you do it, and within 3 days you get the result which you always want and which you're always waiting for. That is the number one, which I want to tell you. Another thing is all about if you are on the period time, can you do it or not? My answer is for the apply this mixture, you can do it even if you are on the period time. Just apply it. Don't bath with this, apply it even on your period time. And during the time when you apply it, just mention the one which you want. Mention the one which you want to get. Maybe you want to get a woman, you want to get a man thinking about you. Just say it during the time when you apply the mixture. And also those people who want to ask me about picture, you're using the picture instead of using sand from his feet. If you're using a picture and you already manifest with this one maybe 2 times or 3 times, what exactly you can do with a picture after you already manifest? Because you already deep inside to this mixture, you already make this person always thinking about you. make you already make this person down to the water. The only thing which you need to do is all about, you need to take the picture after this water end from your big ball, then taking the picture and hiding the picture inside your house. And after you hiding it, waiting till this person coming to you. And after this person coming to you, please keep this picture with you wherever it can be safe. Keep it there and leave it there. Trust me, this person will be always missing you, will be always thinking about you day, noon, and night. For those people who want to ask me about what else you need to do, what else you need to do after you already doing it, can you repeating it, or I need to do it once, or I need to do it twice. You can do it maybe today and tomorrow, and that's it, and you can waiting for the result. Or you can do it all those days up to 7 days and still you will get the result. It depending on how you believe it depending on how you trust and how you having a faith. The rest, let the universe just to surprising you. Remember to manifesting well. Remember to pray well with confidence, trust, and believing that this must work, and boom, it will work for you. Easy and simple. If you want to get a man or a woman thinking about you, use this method. If you can connect it with this method, trust me, you'll be the happier person in this universe. If in case you are manifest with this method and is never connected to your energy, then try another method by using a pumpkin leaves, lemongrass, a ginger, and also cardamom and cinnamon together, and it will work. I will just guiding you next time about how we can using all these leaves, just to mixing the leaves together with you and manifest with it. As God said, before I helping you, you need to start in helping yourself. So if in case you want something good, if you want to see some being in the good relationship, you want to making someone thinking about you, try to do this method and pray with a high confidence, and the result will really surprising you. If you're having any question to my live chat right now, please ask me the question. If I forgetting somewhere else, so I can reply back all the question which you have before we about to end this live. I welcome all the question which people has. So you're real welcome. So let me read all the question which people has. So now is all about someone say, I used in early morning urine and didn't work for me. Explain to you how the way you can use it. How can I make him loving me? If you want to making him loving you, you can use the same method, or you can just try another method. Someone say, can you using Florida water? My answer is yes, you can using Florida water. Can I using a cinnamon stick? If you're having a cinnamon stick, I recommending you, and I want to telling you, smashing the cinnamon stick and using that cinnamon stick, because we need the powder to make that water change the color. That's why we need the cinnamon powder. What if you're divorcing? Can he still thinking of you? If you are divorcing with someone, maybe you're divorcing with argument, you're divorcing with a lot of fighting, the only thing which you need to do is all about, you need to make sure that you bring him or her back to you by using a mirror and also a marker pen. I will telling you next time on how you can using a mirror and marker pen, and also you can pray with a candle just to make sure that he or she thinking about you, because sometimes something happening very, very strong. So to bring back what you want, what you're deserving, make sure that you're doing something very strong, just to make sure that you bring him or her back to you with his or her mind. And then after that, you can try this method. Someone say, what if he's from another country? If he's from another country, use his or her picture. Someone say, can I using picture from the phone? Yes, you can use picture from the phone. Please printing the picture before you use. Someone say, someone who has it worked for, it has not for me. If you tried to do any method and didn't work for you, then try another method and it will work. Mom, come on, Gali. Someone say, if I not get his picture on step, what next? If you don't get his or her picture, please try another method, please. How can I contact you? Please, you can just check me on my Instagram account, and you can type it from one of his or my from my picture, and I will reply back from the picture, because I broke all the text from my Instagram. Please, where should I replace the ball? Where should you replace the ball? Can you ask me again the question, because this question is not completely. Come. So guys, I think everyone understanding about how the way you can manifest by using this method, how you can get a man, how you can get a man or a woman to thinking about you non-stop. So try to do this method, and trust me, it's about to giving you what you desire and what you're deserving by make someone thinking about you. So thank you so much for watching this live chat. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like my video. And don't forget to share this video to some friends, family, and other groups. And telling them after a couple hours, we go live about just one spoon. You will get anything you want, like love, car, house, and favor. So also we go live to another title. It's all about if you are in debit or you always broke, just do this immediately. You will count millions. So please stay. Lately we're going live to another videos, so subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you didn't subscribe, give my video a thumbs up. Don't forget to join into my membership video. Don't forget to give this video a super thanks. Share this video to some friends, family, and other groups, and telling them this is a powerful method to get a man or a woman thinking about you non-stop. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and thank you for being with me. Until next time, and today let me end up here. Bye bye.